Hello fellow traders, this is Markus Maria. Ever thought about creating your own expert advisor or EA and you don't want to learn complicated coding? I'm pretty sure that you would not have thought that you can create your own EA in 5 minutes, even with no coding skills at all. Again, and as I always want to say is, we all can do and achieve more than we think if we have someone that provides the right information to us. And this is what I will do today in this video. I will show you how to create a simple MA crossover EA in 5 minutes. What we have here is FXstreamer. You will see the link in the post. You just click on the builder. You say that you want to have a new project for MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5. Then we call it MA crossover and click on create. Now, this is everything you need so far. All you do now is say you want to create a kind of condition and formulas. So you start with, let's say, if there is no trade at all, you want to check that there is no trade at all, because otherwise it will keep opening trades. And you say you want to have a condition like if there is no trade, I want to say that if the moving average of, I don't know, 50 crosses higher, so is above the moving average 200, we take the exponential one. If this is crossing up, well, this is your condition. We don't say what we want to do, but at the moment it's just like if the moving average 50 crossing up moving average 200, then we want to do something. And what we want to do is, let's say we want to buy. So we connect those both actually. We can copy this condition, paste it again, and say if it's crossing below, then we want actually to sell. So the only problem what we would have with this, actually it's already finished, but the problem we would have with this now is we have not defined lot size and so on. But one additional problem we will have is whenever the 50 is higher than the 200 and there is no trade, it would just continue to trade. So we would have to say if it's crossing higher. So you would say you want to have this with, let's say, one candle crossing. And it's the same here. If it's crossing lower, crosses below, then it would sell. And this would now only happen if it really crosses, not happening over and over again when there is no trade. And what you can also do, for example, here is now to say if you open a buy, you want to close any sales. So what you do is, okay, if I open buys, I want to close any sales. So you would choose, you want to close sales, and you would do the same here. If you open sell trades, then you want to close the buys. In this case, again, it's just a simple example, but what I would do is first I would close and then I would open. So you would probably put this action above the buy and sell actions, just to make sure. However, for this example, it's really more than enough that you can see what it can do. And of course, you want to define all your, let's say, constants and variables for your buys and sells. So you would say for your buy, you want to be able to set your fixed lot size by yourself. So what you would do, you would say, okay, I want to have a lot, and per default it should be 001. And you want to have a stop loss, which you can, let's say, just as an example, have with 20 pips. And then you add a take profit with 60 pips. So you have defined everything here. Then you would just select your lot size, your stop loss, and your take profit. You would do the same here for your sells, your lot size, your stop loss, and you take profit. And now we are done actually. Now you can export this one as an compiled file or even as code. You can have a look in the code and even update the code. Whatever you do here, you can directly use it and backtest it if you want, and it's actually not more needed than that. So whenever there is no trade and the MA is crossing, you open a buy, or the MA is crossing in the other direction, you open a sell, and you close the trades vice versa. One additional thing we could consider is we want to be flexible with the moving averages. So we would say we define our EMA fast and our EMA slow. You can call it whatever you want. This is again just an example. The fast one would be 50, slow one would be 200 per default. We have the fast EMA, the slow EMA. Done. Again, here you would say you want to have the fast one and the slow one. Same here. Fast one, the slow one. That's it. And now if you export it or want to use it, these are the fields you can adapt and backtest if you want, without to recode everything again and again. And I think this was pretty fast, and you had not to write one single line of code. And of course you can have a lot more complex things to be done, but again, this was just an example what you can do. You can play around for free. It doesn't cost anything if you have only a few conditions and actions like this one. If it's getting more complicated, you have to buy it. However, you can test it for free and play around as you want. Hope you like it. And well, if you're interested in all of this and you want to get a little bit more of an expert when it comes to FX3Ma, we can have a one-on-one session if you want, because I will not provide tutorials or trainings or posts for the EA development itself. But if you're interested in using this one, you can contact me, we can work together. Even if you have an idea which you want to test, if I think it's a good idea, I can even program the EA for you. It will be a win-win situation, but only if I think it's a good idea, because I've created so many and backtested so many that I have a feeling what might be working, what not. And that's it for this session. Thank you and take care.